Hey guys, so we're finally back, like I told you guys before. After breaking down the video that I wanted to talk to about the polls of you guys deciding either Usain Bolt or Veronica Campbell-Brown. So I think I saw that a lot of you guys did want Veronica Campbell-Brown, and then I'll do Usain Bolt after. Now, one thing that we should know about the world of track and field, Jamaica, when it comes to their dominancy, we know that is sometimes reigns supreme. Now, the athlete we're going to be talking about today is Veronica Campbell-Brown. Now, we all know that one thing that stands out for her is that she has one of those luxurious longevity in the sport of track and field. Not only she's been doing this for a long time, but she actually started at the age of 18 also. But she started on the relay team in 2000, which was at the Sydney 2000 Games in Australia. Now, before that, a lot of people knew her from her U20 days, which was definitely dealing with, track and field, such as 100 meters, 200 meters, and she was very good at that while she was still in her youth 20 years. And over time, she basically got up to the level of senior leadership when it comes to competitiveness. Now, one of her biggest break was in Athens 2004, which she officially made her Olympic debut. Now, what stand out when her first debut is that she was already very experienced coming in the Athens Olympics. Now, when she got to the Athens Olympics in 2004, the only person that stood out from her already was a young prodigy at that time, Allyson Felix, which was definitely one of the person that stand out to trying to get the medal as well. Now, we know that Veronica Campbell reigned supreme at the Athens Games, winning the gold medal, and then behind her, Allyson Felix won the silver medal, which was her very first Olympics. Now, because that this was her second Olympics, because prior to her first Olympics, she was just in the relay, but this time, this was her official debut. She definitely made a name for herself already, especially, like I said, in the youth days when she used to competitive with like the younger athletes that used to compete at the U20 Championships. Now, Veronica Campbell-Brown is also born in May 15, 1982, and definitely she is an 8-time Olympic medalist. She is the second woman in history to win a consecutive 200 meters. She also is one of the most revered athlete around the world. She has a personal best of 21.74, which when she ran at the Beijing Games to beat Allyson Felix yet again to claim another gold medal, making her the second consecutive person to win the gold medal at that time. And we saw that she persevered very effortlessly to beat Allyson Felix. One of the quotes that Allyson Felix said before in one of the previous interviews was that it was very hard for her to come back and to lose to the same person, but when you have someone's best personal PRs that are faster than yours, it tend to happen like that. So definitely when she came into the Beijing Games, her eyes and focus was to win another consecutive 200, which a lot of people would say at that time was probably the fastest opening of the modern era of the Olympic Games. So by Veronica Campbell-Brown winning 2 Olympics in a row, She was now one of the few persons to defend her gold medal, as well as becoming a double Olympic champion in the Athens as well as the Beijing Games. And then we follow up Veronica Campbell-Brown by winning those races back to back. She carries on the same mentality as always to, when running, to run very quickly off the curve and then hold everybody else back as you leaving out the track. And one of her biggest rivalries that I think she always said was, it's always good to bring the best out of each other. I always feel as if Allison and Veronica always bring the best out of each other. So after winning that 21.74 at the Beijing Games, we definitely saw her, she shift to be running more focus on the 100, which this was some of the events that she ran as well, but she normally put herself more into the 200. Now, she also took a break and qualified for the 2011 Daegu Championships. There, she came, I think, with a silver behind the Veronica Campbell-Brown came with a silver, and then Allison came with a bronze. And then Carmelita Jeter at that time won the Daegu 2011 Championships. But that was another medal collection into Veronica Campbell-Brown's, level of medals of repertoires, right? So definitely she continued her streak and had her eyes focused on the London 2012 Games. She ran some other races here and there. So at that time, when heading closer to the after the World Championship, she got to London, but the person that also stand in her way yet again was Allyson Felix, coming back from the US trials at that time to win a personal best of 21.69. So therefore Allyson was ready to challenge Veronica Campbell-Brown. So after that, we saw that we reached the London 2012 Olympic Games, where the field was very stacked. Not only we had the returning of Allyson Felix from 2 previous Olympic Games, Athens and Beijing, and we also had Veronica Campbell-Brown who returned. We had Sonia Richard-Ross, we had Carmelita Jeter, and we had the double sprint Shelly and Fraser-Pryce. So the field for the 200 meters, where Veronica Campbell-Brown always competed, it was probably the most stacked field in that year of London. So automatically we saw that the person who had the best start was Allyson Felix. So as we started getting to the last 50 of the 200 meters, Allyson Felix managed to pull away from everyone else, thus winning the 200 meters at the London 2012. But a little close behind was Shelly and Fraser, as well as for Carmelita Jeter. And then in 4th place we had Veronica Campbell-Brown, which if she would have won, she would have won 3 Olympics in a row and beating Allyson yet again. That would have been 3 times, and she would have made it the first person to win 3 consecutive 200 meters at the Olympics. Now, not only that, she had made so much great achievements throughout her career. Her career has spanned from 2000 or 1999, all the way from her youth days all the way up to now. And she has made it from 5 consecutive Olympics herself, including the 2000 Sydney, as well as the other Olympic Games. So now that she won the 100 meters, she won a bronze behind Carmelita as well as Shelly Ann. And then she went to the World Championships in 2015. She made some focus. She, reclaimed some of her strength. She helped the Jamaicans set up a meet record. So they was very close to win the trying to aim at the world record that was set back in 2012. but they just got the meet record instead. So we got to the Rio 2016 now, and this was her 5th Olympic Games, which Veronica Campbell-Brown went to the Jamaicans trial but didn't manage to make the top 3 cut, but she managed to qualify 4th to go to the Olympics. But she went to the Olympics as a relay participant, but the only obstacle they had yet again was the United States. After getting disqualified, they won the fastest relay by running by themselves, and then Veronica Campbell-Brown and Shelly Ann and Elaine Thompson managed to put together a solid team to win 2nd behind the Americans. Now, she also settled down for a couple of years and started a family, as well as, you know, just enjoying life in general. But nothing can take away the longevity and the dominance that she had over the years. Without her being present, sometimes people may not understand the longevity, what it takes to be a Olympic champion, as well as a consecutive person to win and to be some of the top person around the world over decades. So she is 39 now, and she has recently retired, but like, let's just say that her career will stand forever, and it's gonna take a special person to surpass that. But like and subscribe to the channel, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and I'll definitely see you guys for more things. Bye bye.